Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Nick7 and welcome to a top 5 biggest skips and glitches in Wind Waker HD. Now, this list is going to be trying to be based on how big of an impact it has on the game time-wise and other different factors that I will rule in and argue during this video. But without further ado, I hope you'll enjoy the video and let's get into the top 5. Now, in the 5th spot, we do have Tower of the Gods Floor 1 Skip. Now, this is the 3rd dungeon in Wind Waker, and it's right after you finally completed collecting all the pearls in the main world. Now, there's actually 3 different ways to do this glitch. Now, 2 of them are considered a glitch, and 1 of them is only considered a skip because you do not use any glitches to skip the floor 1, which is also why it's allowed in the glitchless category. So how you do this for the first method, which is the hardest but the fastest one, is you climb up on this thing, you place out a bomb, you backflip, you grab in between the bomb and the wall, you go against the bomb will actually push Link out of bounds, and then you can leaf your way via leaf pumps to the door right here and you can enter. Now, the second method you can do this skip is by picking up the statue, and then you want to try and line Link's feet up as I do with the floor. Then I place down the statue, and then you want to try and roll to get up on this tiny little pillar right here so you don't have to waste any magic. Now, when I get her in between the statue and it, I actually go against the wall, and this statue will push me out of bounds, and I'm going to stand up on this pillar, and then you can leaf over. Now, right here, I show the method of how to do this without actually doing any leaf pumps, which is a way more noob-friendly way of doing it, because when you swim underneath there, if the water is raised up, it will push you up into the stairs, and you've skipped the first floor. Congrats. Now, the third way, which is the glitchless way of skipping the first floor, which is also, in my opinion, the hardest way of skipping this, is by rolling up on this pillar. Then you want to turn around, you want to leave to this ledge and cancel it right before so you actually grab it. Then when you get up to the peak of this roof, you want to side hop and then leave. Now, you need to be sure that the water is raised up, and then you need to try and get your camera so you can see that you're perfectly in the middle of this tunnel. And when you're perfectly in the middle of it, you're going to press A, and the game will push you into the tunnel instead of out. Now, keep in mind, this is actually the hardest way of doing it, so I recommend doing the second method if you want to try this glitch yourself. Now, in the number 4 spot, we have Trial Skip. Now, what Trial Skip is, this is a way to basically skip all of the trials in the end of the game, when you normally have to defeat all the 4 bosses that you've already fought throughout the game. Now, there's 2 ways to do this, one without item sliding and one with. So the one without is to do some tricky leaps and cancelings to be able to grab these ledges in between here. And you want to get to this pillar. Then I like to drop a bomb here to actually knock this guy out of the way so I don't have to deal with him. I grab the corner of this, and then I do a bomb ledge clip just like I did in Tower of the Gods, and then I fall out of bounds, and then I can just leave to the loading zone, and I've skipped the trials. Now, onto the item slide way, which is actually a lot easier to do because you also will have a lot of more magic to deal with. As you see, I'm almost fully out, and that is by going back into the room where you basically started the room, and you want to charge up speed against this door where you start. You want to press B, so slash your sword to go up to this door ram right here, and then I like to throw a bomb to get him out of the way so he doesn't bother us, and then you just do another bomb clip, and you can clip out of bounds, and congrats, you have skipped the trials, and you've saved a lot more magic this way as well. Now, at our number 3 spot, we do have Early Master Sword / Door Clip. Now, Door Clip itself saves about 5 minutes compared to the other setup, and Early Master Sword itself is about half an hour faster than actually getting the Master Sword legitimately, so it is a lot of time to be saved by doing this glitch in the any % speedrun of this category. Now, what you want to do is you want to item slide past the Phantom Cannon trigger, you want to grab this ledge, you want to place out a bomb, you want to slash it, which will give you an angle, and then you want to try and do the clip itself. Now, this is the hardest glitch in the game probably by far, so what you want to do is you want to get a very certain amount of speed, you want to go in this corner, and then you want to hold the left input on the analog stick, and it has to be perfect, which is very hard because there's no notches. Then you need to pause the game and buffer right when you reach a certain amount of speed. Then you want to do a jump slash to gain some height, and if you do that correctly, you will actually enter this loading zone. Now, by doing this, you can simply skip Helmrock very quickly after doing this glitch, and when you do that, when you enter the Ganon cutscene, the game will actually just give you the Master Sword because it expects that you should have it at that point. And voila, we have entered Hyrule early, and we have gotten the Master Sword without actually having to pick it up in Hyrule 1. Now, at our number 2 spot, we do have item sliding. Now, this is not a skip per se, it is more of a glitch, but this specific glitch has allowed us to done a lot of different skips, such as the door clip I just showed earlier, and the number 1 spot coming up, because this glitch basically allows us to build up a lot of speed over a short period of time. Now, how you perform this glitch is you have a first-person item, and the earliest one you do get is the grappling hook. You walk a direction, you pause the game, and then in the next input frame, you hold slightly on the opposite direction of the analog stick. So if I hold up, I hold slightly downwards, and this allows me to build up a lot of speed, and your speed gets tripled every single frame of the game. Now, as you can see, you can get so much speed in such a short period of time, it's almost not possible for a human to control this, so you almost buffer the game to be able to do this. Now, you can do this to super zoom, of course, but you can even do stuff such as island hops, as you can see right here, which means that you can jump from one place on the ocean to another by just simply charging speed and then slashing your sword, which will go with it forward all at once, and you can cover very big distances. As you can see right now, I was just at the submarine and now I'm at the fairy fountain. And as you can see, it is a very big jump. Now, this glitch is huge, and it saved approximately half an hour when it was first discovered in the 90% speedrun. And it has also allowed us to do a very high amount of different glitches, such as the number spot coming up, which is at the number 1 spot. Could have been anything else. It is the Barrior Skip. Now, the Barrior Skip has been one of the most sought after glitches in the speedrunning community for years. Over a decade, people were looking for a way to skip this barrier, because you have access to this really early in the game, and you can see Ganon's Tower, which is the end of the game, right from the start, but there's this huge barrier. Now, there's 2 parts to skip this barrier. First, you need to pull out the Wind Waker on the very same frame that your damage and vulnerability frame ends, so you get past the knockback part of the barrier. But then there's still this invisible wall. Now, if you do this very precise lineup to get a very precise angle, you do an item slide so you get a lot of speed, you can actually go perfectly and go in between 2 polygons, and you can clip through the barrier, and it is now skipped. Now, this skip is huge. It's exploded in the speedrunning community when this was first discovered. It saved over 2 hours in the 90% speedrun, which is huge. It cut the speedrun down from a 3.5 hour speedrun to a 1 hour and 20 minute speedrun. That is massive, and that is very rarely heard of in a speedrun this big as a Zelda title. Now, it is very difficult to do, but there is some tutorials out there if you want to learn. But without further ado, that is my top 5 of the biggest skips in Wind Waker HD. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any interest in watching Wind Waker HD speedruns live, I do stream a lot on twitch.tv, and I do a lot of attempts. I do record attempts on the 90% category game, as well as running all of the other categories, all dungeons, 100%, and a lot of other stuff. So if you have any interest in watching speedruns live, then you can definitely hit up my Twitch channel. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. Bye.